Dear Olympus, it was a pleasure knowing you for 2 years. I had you in my bag off and on. EM1 and EM10 Mark II. Those two cameras were some of the most awesome cameras that I ever used. But I didn't see the EM1X on the store shelf when I went to trade those cameras in this morning. And when I asked my local camera shop as to why, they said they are no longer able to support them. And that going forward, another brand has stepped up to the plate and is fixing to hit it out of the ballpark or throw it out of the rodeo arena. That other brand has been in my bag as my primary kit for 15 years. And tomorrow I have to make a decision. Do I take the check and get a new body from this other system that I'm talking about? Or do I just take the check and put it in the bank? That's coming up right now on TalkZach. Yeah. So to keep it short and sweet, I decided to retire my Olympus gear today. With the chaos that's going on over there, and with the fact that my local camera shop decided to discontinue the sale of that brand, either because the brand decided to pull its agreement or otherwise, I felt it necessary to do a change in my bag. Luckily, I've had my backup system, which is Canon, by the way, in my bag for the last couple years. And I had been planning for this upgrade for a while, because I found that for me, the 4/3 sensor is too small for my style of shooting. It may not be too small for yours, but it's definitely too small for mine. APS-C is only a little larger, and one of the cameras that's replacing an EM1 in my kit is the Canon EOS M50. Now, when I last had one of these, I bragged that it was a pocket powerhouse. It still is. And I am so glad that Canon has stuck to their guns with this particular model. I really like shooting with it. Here's another camera I love shooting with, the 77D. I like to occasionally do my videos with this camera and also take it to the Fort Worth stockyards to do shoots there. Now, here's what I like to call the prop camera, because, I mean, the lens is kind of wore out. This is a Canon 20D that I bought just in the past year for $20 used. And I had to repair a bent pin that was inside the card slot. But it still works. And I really like its form factor. And every single one of these Canons so far I've mentioned has been really easy for me to use and get the hang of again. And oh yeah, there's one more Canon that I bought earlier this year. And this is what's likely to replace my EM1 in silver. This is the Canon 1DS2. It's a 15-year-old full-frame camera. They still make parts for it. They still provide some level of service for it, though not very much. But this camera is just an amazing full-frame beast that produces beautiful images. And one of my best shots of a pair of cowboy boots, it was produced with one of the 1D family cameras. And then on my wall here, you can see that shot right up there of that cowboy boot on a fence post that was shot with a 1D Mark II and a few years ago. About the same time I was first trying the Olympus system. It had the Canon 1D there as a backup. And I really love the entire Canon system now. No joke. I've looked at the competition at this point. I've tried a few different competing cameras. And time and again, Canon has given me the stuff that I've been looking for in a system. Going forward, I'm going to be sticking with Canon for a while longer. Now, I'm deciding which member of the Canon family I'm going to be upgrading to next. I might buy tomorrow. I might buy in a few months. Or this may be an upgrade sometime down the line. I've got some choices to make tomorrow when I receive my check for my trade-in. So, I want you to take this first off as encouragement. You don't have to switch systems in order to get the results you want. Practice makes permanent, and if you feel you're being limited by your system, try some other models within it first before you go and buy into another system. Don't just jump ship from one to another. 2, consider your options. Because in my particular system that I have now, there are many upgrade opportunities for my style of shooting and also for the other types of shooting that are out there. And these are bodies, lenses, and even complete kits. 3rd, this is the big one for me. If you're thinking about switching systems or even just switching bodies or getting a new lens, don't waste time just looking through online reviews and through conversations with family, etc. Instead, go to a local camera shop. And if you don't have a local camera shop like Fort Worth Camera, then your next option is to go to a major electronics retailer like Best Buy, where you can physically pick up the camera and actually try it for yourself, where they have demonstration models available to you. So you can feel how the camera fits in your hand, so you can see how it performs, and so you can bring your own memory card to actually try it out. One last thought. For those of y'all who are still shooting Olympus, I wish them the best. I wish you the best in your particular environment, because I do agree It's a fantastic system, and unfortunately, with their company situation, I pray that they find a good home. And that they find somebody who's going to support you going forward. I don't know if that somebody is JIP. I don't know if that somebody is perhaps another camera brand. I can't predict the future on this. I can predict my own future, though, and my own future, it has another Canon in it. And I know I'll be happy because I've been happy with them for years. Until next time, let's use caution when making a major decision like I had to make today. Whether that be with what gear you use on the job or what tools you carry in your toolbox. Or if you're making a really major decision, like buying a house, for example, sit on it a night or two or longer, depending on what you have to, and pray over it so you don't end up getting burned. And for those of you who are switching camera systems all the time, now I do think of my gear as tools in the toolbox. And I would encourage you to break yourself of that habit. Find a system, stick with it. You will not be disappointed. Until next time, just have fun, keep shooting, and stay cool. And I will catch you later, perhaps on another episode of Truckin' It, that may be coming out as early as tomorrow night, or sometime down the line with another episode of TalkZach. And one last thing. I would encourage y'all to give me a thumbs up on the video, and please leave a comment down below on what you would do in my conundrum. I know some of y'all don't care, as evidenced by the Micro Four Thirds users forum that I decided to leave this morning on Facebook. And I know that some of y'all just don't understand me here when it comes to why I would switch systems. But since I already had a backup in my bag, I was prepared for the situation, and I know you will be too. And y'all take care now. And maybe I'll see you in the arena or on the road sometime.